we are so happy that you're
Yes.
joining us here to talk about this with us. You just joked your friend is 6'5".
Yeah.
And you've taken this whole fight with humor. I feel like that's helped you get through, but also in sharing your story. Why did you decide that that was important to you? I mean, we just heard that it's not just you, one young man getting this.
Well, the humor part, I always tell people that laughter truly is the best medicine, unless you have diarrhea. Then I would go with Imodium. But as far as sharing my story, I am a TV reporter, so my job is to help tell other people's stories. Sometimes it's about the worst thing that happens in their life. And how could I do that for a living, and then when something like this happens to me, not share my own story? So it was natural to do it. But then the other aspect of it, as you mentioned, this is part of a huge national news story. The public health crisis that is this alarming rise in colorectal cancer amongst younger and younger people. This would have been almost unheard of to hear about. It was thought of as an older person's disease. To hear about people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s getting colon cancer or forms of colorectal cancer. And now some 20,000 people will be diagnosed with this year. And sadly, about 3,700 of them will die. So it's a really important reminder not to ignore the symptoms if you have them. Symptoms like blood in your bowel movements, abdominal pain, constipation. Don't just brush that aside, because this could be something very serious, and get your colonoscopy.
And can you kind of describe how life got in the way of you, following through with your doctor's orders, and just so people can get a sense that,
I'm like a lot of people where, I had some of these symptoms about 5 years ago. Blood in my stool, and constipation, and some abdominal pain. And I actually talked to my doctor about it, and she gave me a referral for a colonoscopy, and then I dropped the ball. I never made the appointment. And then the referral lapsed. The doctor left the practice. I went to the new doctor, and she told me that, we don't do that until you're 45. And that's the recommendation of the National Preventative Services Task Force, is that you get a colonoscopy at 45. A lot of people think that should be younger now. But most people don't even think about this when you were my age and I was having these symptoms. And I was healthy. I was doing triathlons. There was no sign of anything other than like, okay, maybe I have to have a kale salad instead of a burrito every once in a while. And stupidly, I let it go. And I'll always have in the back of my mind that I could have maybe caught this as a polyp rather than stage 3 cancer. And so if you can hear this and see this, don't let it go. Because you can avoid my fate and avoid a year of chemotherapy and radiation and a lot of pain.
Oh, it's so important for people to hear. Okay, so stage 3 cancer, you've been through chemo. What's next for you?
So I'm kind of in a little break right now after chemo, and I think every day you're farther away from that final infusion, you feel a little bit better. So I'm feeling a little bit better right now. In January, I have an MRI and a CT scan, and then a couple weeks later, another scope. The doctors will look at all of that information, and by the end of the month in January, I'll know whether or not I need surgery. So that would be the next step. There is a slim possibility that I could have what's called a complete response, meaning that the radiation and chemotherapy would have essentially destroyed the cancer. And I'm holding out hope for that.
But we will too,
but
for sure.
The most likely scenario is that I'll have to have surgery, and then that'll take me out of the game for about 2 months.
Because you haven't been out of the game. I mean, you have been here through all of this with your chemotherapy on you. I mean, you've been working, and it's been good. Your story, you're still winning Emmys, Mike Lowe.
We were lucky enough to win an Emmy on a story we did about quantum technology. And it's funny because
you only have about 2,000 Emmys, right? That's about it.
I'm going for the all-time record. Bill Curtis, watch out. But it's interesting because that was a story, and I heard from Governor Pritzker and a number of other people who I've interviewed over the years that said, hey, we're rooting for you. We're with you every step of the way. And it's something about cancer that I think has people, if they see you're struggling and see you're fighting through it, and that's what I've tried to do, come to work every day. And one of the reasons I've also wanted to do it is because I don't want to be defined by cancer. Even though I want to talk about it and let people know about the seriousness of it, I approached it as something that was serious but going on in the background of my life, not completely dominating it. And attitude is such a huge part of this. So your attitude determines your altitude, as my football coach used to say.
Well, you have an incredible attitude and positivity. For people, you were kind of talking to Sarah and I, there were some things that surprised you in this journey. Just to share with people that maybe don't have a loved one that's gone through this or haven't gone through it themselves.
Part of the reason we wanted to show exactly what happens during chemotherapy is it's such a mystery to most people, and you only understand it from what you see in the movies or on TV, and you usually see somebody who's bald or bedridden or throwing up all the time. So we wanted to kind of demystify what cancer treatment looks like. And when are you ever going to have the opportunity to have the cameras in? Because I'm the patient, I can say yes to everything. And so we had the rare opportunity of a TV person having this disease. And you can see in these reports some of the things that I never knew would happen when you had cancer. The skin on your hands and feet starts peeling off. You can have mouth sores and all these other things that are induced by the chemo. But overall, I have to tell you, it was not nearly as miserable as I thought it might have been. And anyone who's out there facing the diagnosis, just know you can get through it. Have a positive attitude, and we're all rooting for you.
You kept that luscious hair, by the way. Look at
Very
that
important
full
for a
head
TV
of hair.
person.
He looks great. Well, the pieces are amazing. Go check them out. They're all on our website. Explains more of your story. So many people are around you. You've seen these shirts all over. You can get them on Obvious Shirts. They made those just for you.
In the style of the Ditka sweater.
Of course, because you're such a big Chicago sports guy. We so appreciate you coming here with us to share your story. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me
And be
on.
sure to check out Mike's stories.